Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Lee Michaels and I'm going to be talking today about youth oppression. Um, my question or my observation with youth and oppression in music is do young musicians have a voice? I refer to this because years ago when I was teaching private voice lessons, I had a young student who was 7 years old, wanted to take voice, and I got a lot of backlash from colleagues or other music teachers saying that was too young, which I disagreed with, and I taught her, and she was marvelous. But it also got me going with how young is too young to teach private voice or private study. There's not a lot of information about it, and I did some research on it. Our book states specifically about oppression with children and elders. Some popular conceptions of childhood suggest that young people in general are biologically incapable of making decisions about their own bodies and their lives because they are young people, which means that adults dictate when they can take voice or not. Another statement from page 348, oppression directed towards young people and elders can occur at individual, institutional, societal, and cultural levels. It can be conscious or subconscious, and them not even knowing that they are consciously oppressing youth. So my question is, what can young music students offer to a music studio, community, school environment? My aim is to develop a creative and interactive program to allow young musicians to own their musical abilities, to enhance their future musical careers or study, and their overall well-being. My first purpose in teaching young students is validating their musicianship. By participating and expressing themselves in a unique and diverse environment, I believe it enhances their social, physical, and psychological development at any age. I believe that singing starts very young. Our mothers sing to us when we are in the womb, and they continue to sing and introduce music to us culturally and in a lot of environmental, cultural ways, social ways. But when we start focusing on a student's study, whether it's private or in group settings, at a very young age, we allow them to be self-expressive. We validate their being at that age. I often wonder how a young child feels when his voice is heard and how that frees him up to understand his surroundings and journey, no matter what age he is, 5, 6, 2, 3, how they interact with that. I believe in taking steps of self-efficacy very young. It helps with detachment from parental control. And I also examine the positive and negatives of praise and rejection. So I would institute courses after school to provide for children who want to learn more about music and take classes that involve art, physicality. I do a lot of physical work with my students because I'm also a yoga teacher and I used to be a dancer. And I teach music by bringing washcloths out on the floor and letting them slide around the floor to learn what legato is, having them jump over them when we learn staccato, or running around in the room in rhythm, getting them to sing to get their energy high so that they can perform better. So I'm always looking at creative ways to engage them. So that would be my, I forgot one other thing that I wanted to mention. So I found this article this week, said school replaces detention with meditation and results are amazing. So how can we, using our bodies, our classes, our ways of thinking for youth, for young kids who are energetic, who don't always know how to speak properly or say the right thing or do the right thing because they're learning, how can we help them and turn the energy of punishment or wrongdoing, or saying things like our book states on page 348, don't touch that, you'll break it, or you're being childish, or act your age, or What do you know? You haven't experienced anything yet. How can we turn all that into take a deep breath, use your voice, breathing in voice, breathing in yoga, all these things. Just let a kid know that they're worthy, that they're here for a purpose, that they matter. And I think that is my social project to work on, is to recognize that even the youngest of students can learn music, learn voice, and be heard. Thank you. I look forward to your comments and to reading yours.